All right. Good evening to all. Welcome to the second and final budget hearing. And if we can please call the roll.
Certainly. Mayor Bright Cruz,
Here.
Vice Mayor Hartman,
Here.
Councilmember Albritton.
Present.
Councilmember Jablonski.
Here.
Councilmember Kaczynski.
Here.
We have a quorum.
Excellent. If you please join me in a pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, so we'll jump right into it. Russell, you have a few comments to kick us off?
Yes, Mayor, thank you very much. So welcome everybody to our second budget hearing. We had a budget hearing on the 15th of September, and there was a really good presentation that was provided by Emil and his department. And I just want to say that we heard the council and the residents who had some concerns as it related to the appropriated fund balance.
Right.
And so we've addressed that in this presentation that you'll see tonight. Tonight we'll be discussing basically the final millage rate and the second reading of the budget ordinance. So without any further ado, I'd like to turn it over to Emil Lopez, our town financial administrator. Emil?
Thank you, Rosal. Good evening, Council, Vice Mayor, and Council, and the public. Yes, the town administrator is right. We went ahead and pretty much arranged the information and made some changes. We're going to go further into the slide and explain them as we get to them. This is the final budget hearing. And, excuse me, before we even go any further or start the presentation, it's important to mention and distinguish the commitment that this council has presented to the town, to administration, to staff during the one-on-one budget meetings, the feedback, all the guidance, the leadership of the town administrator, the contribution from all the departments, all the department heads and their corresponding staff. It was hard work, good work, and it's all seen into a final product for which we are presenting tonight those numbers. With that, we're about to start. Okay, so this is pretty much what we're doing here. This is the second hearing for the final millage and the budget adoption, which is required per Florida statutes to be presented into two ordinances. This is the calendar that we abide by as we went through the process. There's a couple of final steps that are not listed here. Those are standard procedures that we need to do. We need to submit to the state and to the county after this meeting. And with that, we start with what has changed. This is the one slide that we have made the norm as we go through the different presentations from the July 24 preliminary budget to the budget workshop, first hearing and second hearing. As indicated on this one here, no change has happened since the first hearing, which is why you see that column blank. And everything else actually remained the same. And with that, that's the summary. And with that, we're going to start with the two items actually that we are here to present and to get adopted by. The first one is the final millage rate. And as indicated, there has been no changes. It has been the same millage rate for the last 4 years. If this one actually gets adopted, which we hope it does. And this is the ranking or the placement, so to speak, as to within the 31 municipalities. On the following slide is the remaining municipalities within the Broward County. And as I mentioned before, we have maintained the same millage rate for the previous 3 years, and we are proposing to maintain the same one as well. Very straightforward on the millage, as it has been the same since the preliminary presentation in July 24. We jump into the final budget adoption. These are essentially the same numbers are as we presented to council and the public on September 15. This is where all the funding sources, the revenue the town gets to fund the main operating fund of the town, which is the general fund. They are placed in descending order from highest to lowest. And something that was, as the town administrator indicated when he was introducing the item, some of the discussions pertain to one of these line items here, which has been common practices by the town to list the summary of the appropriated fund balance. These essentially are the funds that we carry over from year to year based on the obligations and requirements on certain projects and council directive on any one of those items to be carried into the next year. With that, and for transparency purposes, we have included a new slide in between which breaks down that amount. This is the total that makes up that 2.2 million, of which something that was mentioned and discussed during the last public hearing was the zero waste consultant funding not to exceed the 70,000 that it was discussed at the time. And the remaining other projects are listed, and it's important to mention that a similar exhibit will be included as a footnote within the budget, just for reference, as anyone from the public, council, or even anyone is interested in looking at it, will be able to see it by themselves as well.
Good, thank you.
And this pretty much just show where the funds, the revenue that the town receive is allocated by function. As mentioned, the operating expenses are the highest of them all. And as I mentioned on the previous hearing, the main portion of that is essentially public safety, which makes up about 60% of that 12 million in the amount of $8.6 million. And that actually makes up about 34 to 35% of the total general fund amount, which is that 25 million that you see on the top. And then as you go further down, it's just in descending order, again, from highest to lowest as to how those funds are being expended. The last portion of it, for transparency purposes, we've removed that solid waste transfer, which is included in a different color just so everyone can see it. That is a portion of the subsidy that town council directed administration to include in the 2026 budget, split into $250 for solid waste and $250,000 for the fire assessment. And with that, we conclude our presentation, and there's any comments and questions, and the direction is essentially to get this final millage and the budget adopted.
Great, let me open it up to the council. Any comments, questions that you all have on this final presentation?
Comment? One quick comment?
Sure.
As I've mentioned almost annually, I used to look at budgets that, even with a finance background and a business school degree, I couldn't make head or tail out of. And, you know, I've watched the town improve over the years pretty dramatically, but I have to say that, you know, we got some feedback from the community and also from the council, particularly the mayor on the footnotes, which I think are important. But I have to give credit to the entire team because it's never gone this smoothly. You know, a lot of it is the work you guys put in up front, answering all of our questions, but it's the hard work day in and day out because I know budgeting season starts again on Monday. So, you know, you guys are the entire team is doing a great job, and I just have to, I can't tell you how much it means where we are now compared to the first couple of years where the residents were pulling their hair out, and I sat out there with them. So fantastic job. I just can't give you enough compliments on this. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, absolutely. Well said. Any public comment this evening? Hold on a second. I don't think we have a mic.
Noah Hollingsworth, 199th Avenue. I'd like to reiterate what Bob was saying. The first couple of years we were all pulling our hair out. We all had very short hair. Anyway, and then the comments that I made at the last two meetings, the workshop and the first budget, I got the documentation finally this evening, and it was complete, and it shows everything, and I'm very happy to see it. I hope that that will be included in the future as a footnote or an appendix in the back, whatever, so that we all can see it online and everywhere else. What are the projects that we're doing? It's amazing how many projects December takes care of every year. And if they took a look at it, they'd known why she looks so stressed all the time. So anyway, I thank you very much.
Thank you, Noel. Thank you, December.
Debbie Green, 5201 Southwest 199. I just wanted to say thank you. Thank you to everyone. Thank you for listening. And just put it out there for residents to think it's a waste of time to come to these meetings. If you have issue or you think there's something that can make the town better, if you come to the meetings and share ways that you think we can improve the town, that our councilman, our financial administrator, and the whole team, it gets listened to. And sometimes, you know, you've heard tonight, some of the comments that were made, they were taken into consideration. So thank you all.
Great. Thank you, Debbie. Any other public comment? Seeing none, public comment closed.
Before we make a motion to adopt this, I may have a motion to make. The storage building that is Andy's garage, I make a motion, we make that Russell's garage.
Second.
We got a motion and a second on that.
Somebody please withdraw.
I'll withdraw.
Thank you.
Withdraw.
I just want to also add, I appreciate all the work that went in here, you know, from staff, from residents, from the department heads, the council, and Bob made a great point. You know, it starts all over again in the blink of an eye. So, but really well done, really well done. It's been a journey over the years, and it's never been better. So, thank you.
Thank
All
you,
right,
team.
with that, do I have a
Appreciate it.
motion? Oh, any other council comment?
I said thank you, I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Motion approved.
Thank you.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. If we can please call the roll.
Councilmember Albritton?
Yes.
Councilmember Jablonski?
Yes.
Councilmember Kaczynski?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Hartman?
Yes.
Mayor Bright Cruz?
Yes.
Motion passed.
Point of order, I don't think we read the resolution for the final millage, so we
Oh,
need to
we
do
gotta
that.
do that.
And then we need to do the ordinance title for the second reading of the ordinance,
Okay.
if we can do that.
All right. Thank you.
Item number 5.
Thank you.
This is a resolution of the Town Council of the Town of Southwest Ranches, Florida, approving and adopting the final millage rate for taxation of real property lying within the boundaries of the Town of Southwest Ranches for the fiscal year 2025-2026, commencing October 1st, 2025, and ending September 30th, 2026, providing for severability and providing for an effective date.
Motion approved.
Second again.
Let's run through the roll one more time.
Councilmember Jablonski?
Yes.
Councilmember Kaczynski?
Yeah.
Councilmember Albritton?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Hartman?
Yes.
Mayor Bright Cruz?
Yes.
Motion passed.
Great. Thank you. Item number 6, please.
Item number 6 is an ordinance of the Town of Southwest Ranches, Florida, approving the budget of the Town of Southwest Ranches for fiscal year 2025-2026, commencing October 1st, 2025, and ending September 30th, 2026, providing for a budget basis, providing for expenditure of funds, providing for carryover of funds, providing for notice, providing for severability, providing for conflict, and providing for an effective date.
Motion to approve?
Second.
Have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion on this item? Any public discussion on the item? Seeing none, please call the roll.
Councilmember Kaczynski?
Yes.
Councilmember Albritton?
Yes.
Councilmember Jablonski?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Hartman?
Yes.
Mayor Bright Cruz?
Yes.
Motion passed.
Motion to adjourn?
Thank you. All right, so we will stand adjourned till 7 o'clock when we begin our regular council meeting. Thank you.